Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to a new Urbex video. This time it's a smaller one than usual. And we also this time start off not at the Urbex location, but at a castle. This is actually very close to my home and I thought, well, why not take a small visit? I will be going to Belgium soon again for bigger places, but for now this seemed like an interesting side adventure. This is a water cleaning plant, which is very close to my home. It was actually made in the middle of this castle domain and has been shut down around 2015, which is a quite while at this point. Once I arrived inside, I already realized some things were different. First off, I could see all the way back, which I couldn't a few years before. Apparently they had been cleaning up a lot of the vegetation, so I was thinking that they were already starting to rehabilitate the place. And I also realized when walking around the site that there are actually a lot of new fences. And the trees that had fallen over to crush the old fences have been cut up into pieces. Because usually we could enter the site thanks to the trees that had fallen over the old fences and broke the fence. So it was searching for an entrance, hoping there was an entrance. Once on site, I realized a lot of more things have happened. New trees have been planted, and one of the main buildings that I used to have visited in the past have been demolished completely. At the end of this video, I will post some pictures that were from this building. It used to be the canteen for the workers, probably the entrance for the workers as well. It had the electricity plant inside, and some of the pumps underneath it. I'll show you. What I also noticed was that a lot of ladders heading up into the larger towers were cut up or removed. Some of them weren't, so that does make me wonder if they weren't done with it yet, or if those would be accessible for tourists in the future. I wasn't quite sure about that. I will see once the project is finished. But for now, I was on the site and planning to look around. I did not come for nothing. Here you can see one of the stairs that were still intact. It isn't a large tower, but it was still interesting to walk up and look at the top. The site lies pretty remote in the middle of the forest. The only people passing by are, you know, tourists, bikers, people just taking a walk. There is one building on the other side of this site, which was the only one I was afraid that could call the police for me being here. But at the same time, I don't really think they care that much. This site has been abandoned for quite some years, and some people did already enter it before me. Not that many though. I must say, it has been left quite clean actually. Not that many graffiti here at this point. A fun fact about the project they're doing on the site, these water basins will be used to breed fish. There will be fish put inside of these, and yeah, they will probably be for sale, some kind of a fish farm, if you could call it. According to news sites, they will breed carp fish here. Well, I don't know if they already added these fishes. I do hear some fishes splashing around at the time I am walking here. So I do think they already added some fishes. Or it was an animal that may or may not have been hiding underneath these basins. Mind you, a lot of animals walk on this side freely. It's pretty much in the middle of a small forest, so to speak, so you will have a lot of deer, a lot of, I can assume, foxes or rabbits or such, salamanders or other type of animals just walking around, doing their own thing. Oh, I am entering one of the last buildings on this site. As you can see, they have been pretty gutted out already. And as far as I can tell from the plans, these buildings will get demolished as well. Matter of fact, I don't think any of the buildings are gonna remain here. Only the water basins and actually those little types of things will remain. Every building that actually stands up in the interior will be removed. At this place, I believe they will build some sort of stage or podium. I'm not really sure. So, this may be the last time somebody is going to record the inside of this building before it gets destroyed. As you can see, I can't enter down here. There is water down below. I'm not sure how deep. I don't think it's too deep, but I don't have any shoes that are made for going into the water, sadly. So I could not enter down here. So for me, it was no other choice than to walk out to the next building, or at least next part of the building, where I hopefully could still get inside. This is efficient. Now, to be fair, I have no clue what these machines are. I just can't identify them myself. I assume some kind of pump systems, as I think this entire plant pretty much works with water pumps. But I can't really tell. The lack of all the other buildings and just yeah, because some things have been removed, it makes it probably impossible to judge what this is meant to be. What I do know is that these two machines will also get removed, including the building I'm in right now. So I was taking some last detail shots. I didn't see these two the last time I visited, so I guess this was something new for me. But I did realize after I filmed this, I've pretty much seen everything that's left on site. So I was about to slowly go back home once I realized that somebody was also outside. Apparently this wasn't an Urbex to say. It was somebody who wasn't supposed to be on the site. It was a graffiti artist, so I heard. Or so he told me actually. We walked back eventually. And he was actually seeing how accessible the site was. Well, it was still accessible despite of the new walls built around it, the new fences. Anyway, normally I'm not a big fan of graffiti, but, well, knowing my hometown, this place would probably be filled to the brim with it at some point in the future. So I wasn't too harsh on it. Anyway. And I must say it was nice walking back with someone who was about as surprised to see me there as I was surprised to see him. Which is kind of understandable. This is a really remote place and not many people come here. So we were both equally surprised. Here we are walking past the front of the site. This is what everybody can see from outside of the fence. This is actually the walking path, so to speak. In the future this will be opened up and people can actually walk around the site, which will be rehabilitated into this, fish farm, but also a small park of sorts. Now I am going to show you some pictures of a few years ago when there was still a building at front, including the canteens and, well, where rest place for the workers, the electricity. Just look at the pictures, you can probably guess what it is. Well, that was it for this video. It's a smaller one than usual. The site isn't half as nice as it used to be, but I still thought it was worth sharing it with you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, please comment, like and subscribe. Especially like, because I actually want to gain a bit more likes on these videos. So far my average is about 2. I would like to see it go up to 3 or 4, maybe 5 max. I think that's a good goal to start with, right? Anyway, I will see you guys soon. The next Urbex videos will be filmed in Belgium, because at the time I'm recording this, well, next week I will have a week off and I will go to, surprise, Belgium. See you guys then.